Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dodge Dealers 300 at Milwaukee. This is the second race in the round of 12. 12 guys remain in the fight for the championship. Let's see how this one plays out. Quick look at the pre-race facts here before we get going. 120 laps is the distance for today's race. Pit window is going to be 40 to 48 laps. And Adam Valdez is your previous winner here at the Milwaukee Mile, won last year in 2023. I have no clue how that race went because I probably ended up simming through it. But Blaze Rich, driver of the number 45 Coca-Cola Toyota Camry for Lawson Brothers Racing, is on the pole here today, looking to go out and get his first career Dairy Van Menard's Cup Series win. Starting right beside him in car number 18 is one of the four drivers currently under the bubble for the cut line here. I'll throw that up on screen here quick as well so you can see the points beforehand if you missed the end of the Talladega race. But Paul Selzy and Joe Buckley Sr. each 10 points behind, and behind Paul Selzy, Justin Marks sitting 12 points behind, so this could be a good gain on the cut line for him. Maybe give him a little bit more of a cushion before heading into Iowa next week for the Eliminator race. Now these two drivers here, Evan Horton and Alexander Thompson, starting deep in the field, way towards the back. Maybe we can pretty much say the end of the road there. Fred Wells is in the last row. Evan Horton, he sits 116 points above the cut line, so he's in a much better spot than that 21, who's only 6 above right now in the last position in 8th. So he needs to get up there and get it going tonight if he wants to have a shot at advancing into the round of 8. Some sad news came across from the Donnelly Webster driver of Dale Webster, who is announcing his retirement at the end of the 2024 season. The original plan was to actually run next year, but due to the extended length of time that this season took, he decided to wrap it up after this season, so hoping to at least get one more win is what he would want. But he's 47 years old now. He's ready to call it a career. Very short career, but so far no one's really had a long career here in the series, so we wish Dale Webster the best, and hopefully these last 6 races treat that number 79 Harbor Freight Dodge Charger well. And so with that, there are 41 drivers here ready to rumble here in Milwaukee to get the Dodge Dealers 300 underway. It is time to go racing.
Start your engines!
The command to fire the engines has been said. They'll get the field rolling now. Last week's winner, Casey Sherwood, there just rolled by. It is going to be a fun one here today. I can feel it. I can feel it in all of my nuggets. 2 rookies on the front row. Quick pause. Blaze Rich, Paul Selzy in row number 1. Henry Rivers and Justin Marks, row number 2. Cody Foster rounding out your top 5 with Zach Barber on his outside. Casey Sherwood, last week's winner, and Trey Mills in row number 4. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Dennis Baldwin and Tyler Childers in 10th. The deepest starting playoff driver is Alexander Thompson, way back in 35th position, I believe. In row number 18 on the inside, I think that's 35th. But green flag is already out. We are racing here in Milwaukee. Already Blaze Rich off to a blazing start there. Gets ahead of the 18, clears him. Looks like Paul Selzy slid up a little bit there. Henry Rivers going to get by on the inside here. They'll be side by side for second into 3. Look at the Trackhouse teammates there. Justin Marks and Cody Foster fighting for 4th. And give it to Foster right now. as he is trying to get to Paul Selzy next. Trying to clear Boss Man there. He will. Just about. If Marks can clear Sherwood here, which I'm thinking he might be able to, it's going to be close. He will. He should be good to get down to the bottom. Yes, there he goes. And now Paul Selzy going to take second away from Henry Rivers, side by side as the field comes out of 4. Caution flag is out on the speedway. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The one driver that needed to have at least a decent race today hooked up with his teammate, Joey Higgins there, 3 wide coming off of turn number 2. Looks like the 21 coming down. 11 went up, both going for the same real estate. Hopefully just, oh no, he bounced off that inside wall pretty hard. Did anybody else get collected in that? No. Just the 21. That's going to have a lot of front-end damage to that Goodyear Dodge. He might have to have a kick-ass race at Iowa if he wants to make the next round. Which, after Iowa, there's only 4 more races left in the season. Just crazy to me, because I feel like this should have been done months ago. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. Under pit stops, a lot of the drivers towards the rear of the field. I did not mean to do that. Anyways, a lot of the drivers towards the rear of the field came down pit road. We had this camera set up last week, but we didn't really use it, so we're going to go on board Henry Rivers for this restart here. He's going to try to take this number 94 Mellow Yellow Chevrolet. And this team won't be running Chevrolets next year. They'll be running the 2021 Audi A6 in Cup competition. So we'll see how that fares for them. But as they come out of turn 4, green flag is coming back out here in Milwaukee. Battle for the race lead. Paul Selzy looking for career win number 2. Trying to get around that number 45 Blaze Rich. He'll clear him off of 4 and pull away by about half a car length now as the 94. Henry Rivers trying to crack back into second here. Side by side with Blaze Rich. He'll take that spot. Cody Foster going to follow him right on through. A lot of smoke up ahead. Evan Horton this time. Oh, Will Donnelly with a lot of damage. Wait a minute, Will Donnelly's not in the playoffs? I think I've made a mistake in the paint scheme selections here. But both Donnelly Webster racing cars blowing up on just lap 9. Let me just double check that quick. I don't think Donnelly's in the playoffs. Yeah, no, that's my bad. But what in the world happened to that 58? And a lot of other cars, too. Oh, so it looks like it started all the way back in turns 4. Will Donnelly and Evan Horton both get up into the outside fence. One goes down in front of Scott Mason. And Horton doesn't get into anybody else. But then Donnelly gets up into Sears. Hard hit there. Grant Lawson gets caught up in it. Evan Horton gets caught up in it. Did the 67 get through? Yeah, so did Casey Fulton. But the rest of the field, not so lucky. King Calloway, huge hit there. Adam Valdez is in it. Clayton Baxter. Randy Jones. Alex Thompson may have gotten some of it. Evan Horton, he's going to be done. A lot of cars are going to be done for the night. Holy crap. Joe Beckley Jr. got through without a scratch on that Rockwell Automation number 30 machine. Yikes is all I have to say about that one. Blaze Rich went down pit road under that yellow flag time. Adam Valdez, Evan Horton, Grant Lawson, Will Donnelly, Luke Lawson, and Dale Webster all out of the race. And I just realized Zach Barber is sitting 3 laps down right now. and still on pit road. Currently 21 points above the cut line. However, he might be in some trouble here. It's a pace truck, which still says Season 1, is about to pull off of the speedway. Paul Selzy, Henry Rivers, Justin Marks, your top three. Dennis Baldwin and Alex Chapman, 4th and 5th. Green flag is back out. Henry Rivers now on the attack to get around that number 18, taking a little lower lane here. It's going to get him a run. No, Dennis Baldwin into the outside wall there. See if we can maybe get a run going. Kane Wagner up inside the top 5 now with that mistake from the 22. Davin Armstrong going to slide into 6th now. Sorry, he's in 5th as the 72 will be in 4th. Still green as they run side by side to the race lead. Henry Rivers, Paul Selzy. What is Justin Marks going to do? He's going to try to help that Chevrolet of Henry Rivers, fellow manufacturer teammate. Selzy making that top side work. That top lane starting to come in a little bit maybe. Oh boy, that's going to cause a lot of drama. Kane Wagner gets turned by the 7 of Davin Armstrong. Going to bring out the 3rd caution of the night already on lap 15. How many cars do we have to wreck before they'll stop wrecking? Like, holy crap, guys. Okay, so Caden Long is now your race leader with Clayton Baxter with a lot of front-end damage. Scott Mason 3rd, Derek Richards 4th, Fred Wells in 5th. He's back in the Massey Ferguson car. We haven't seen him run that in a very, very long time. Alex Thompson's still out here. He's running inside the top 10. We'll see if that can stick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn on the air conditioning quick. As pace strips off, green flag is back out here in Milwaukee. Good start for the 2. As expected, I can foresee another accident happening before we hit lap 22, though. Derek Richards going to quickly take that 3rd spot. Never mind. We're not even going to get to lap 20. Oh my god, the leaders are going to wreck. No caution yet. Don't know how Clayton Baxter got even close to the 2 car with all that front end damage. I mean, I know the modifieds ran here. At least they used to. Don't know if they still do or not. But I mean, damn, that 96 is still flying. Fred Wells trying to take that 2nd spot. Look at Blaze Rich. He pitted and was restarted 10th, I believe. Is already up to 6th and now looking for 5th from Sanchez. As they're going to go side by side. Is the caution out again? Oh, man. Oh, my God. Is this going to be just like Richmond earlier this year? Side by side for the race lead. Come to the line, though, to end the green, the race back to the yellow. Fred Wells, Alex Thompson, and Blazer Rich get it. Now, what? Oh, my God. Danny Fisher all messed up there. I'm guessing they're not detecting the wall. The AI, at least, aren't detecting that there's a wall there. Oh. That is 2 more. Almost 3 more. Watch. Let's go on board with Joe Buckley Sr. here. In slow motion. 20 goes down, tags the 1. Joe Buckley Sr. nowhere to go. The 52 then hits the 20. Senior still no contact made. Gets through. Scot-free. What a ball. As I say that too, he gets a little kiss from the 20 on the right side. There's Joe Buckley Jr. For those of you who don't remember, Senior is also going to retire at the end of the season too, so he's hoping to go out with a championship and keep the title in the family, you know? Because Junior obviously won it last year. So he's hoping to get it done this season. I can already tell it's going to be a long, long night. I got to go to work in the morning still. Got to get up at like 4 o'clock. 5, not 4. But it's already pushing 11 o'clock here. And we've only been recording it for 15 minutes. And we are 25 laps into a 120 lap race. There's only 28 cars left in the race altogether. So that's peachy, I guess. This is gonna be just like Richmond. Matt Sanchez is gonna come out and win it all. Get his 3rd win of the year, 4th of his career. Calling it now. Pace truck is off. Paul Selzy, Oliver Anthony, Jordan Marr, Joe Buckley Sr., Kane Wagner, your top 5 on this restart. If we can genuinely make it to like lap 27, 28 without a caution, I feel like that would be a lot of progress for these guys here. Senior looking for 3rd from the 17 of Jordan Marr, going for 2nd as well from Anthony, and he'll take both positions, 2 for 1. He's sliding way up. He's going to get into the fence and cause another caution. Almost. Saved it, but god damn it, this AI is stupid. Paul Selzy is just going to run away with it right now, and I cannot say I blame him. There's going to be another accident here off of turn number 2. They're 3 wide, very tight. Yep. Oliver Anthony, they kept it straight again. How the hell they did that, I have no clue. Looks like Henry Rivers and Matt Sanchez going to come down pit road on lap 26. If the 29 can just get away from this O2, I think we'll be okay. There's so much commotion going on behind him yet still. Starting to pull away as the caution is going to fly. Calling it now. No. Okay, there's smoke there. It made it to lap 27. Almost had like 5 crashes though. So I don't know what that was all about. Gonna have another one here, maybe. They thought about it, but they saw that I was looking and it was like, no, we can't. Dennis Baldwin going to take over that 6th spot from the O2. Starting to struggle here with that left and right side damage. Kane Wagner a little beat up on the front of that 72 Ford Mustang. Trying to make it work though. Going to try the outsiders. Can go way wide and probably get up into the wall. Come down into the 94. No, he did not. There's Matt Sanchez. There's the caution we were looking for. Don't know who it was this time though. We'll have to do our cool little thing here where we go back in time. Oh, pit cam will be great for this. Oh, it was Scott Mason, Tyler Childers, Casey Sherwood, Fred Wells. Just go to Fred Wells and go to TV1. Childers got into the 6, intentionally wrecked him. Scott Mason got involved. Casey Sherwood got involved. Is Adam Valdez still in here? No, he's not. Amazing. This is going to be a long night. Pace truck is off for the 4th or 5th time, maybe 7th or 8th. Green flag is back out on lap 32. Only 90 laps to go. 27 cars left on the lead lap. Senior now taking 2nd. He'll take it this time for realsies. Hopefully he doesn't kill anybody on his way up, being a little, I don't know, dive bomber, I guess. A little crazy, man. Calm down, man. It ain't that serious. Everybody in the field needs to calm down. So he's going to look on the inside of Blaze Ridge down the front stretch for the race lead. Side by side. Rich is going to go wide. Justin Marks going to get into the 45. Buckley is going to go run away with it. Marks is going to try to clear Blaze Ridge for himself now. And it looks like he will through 4. And that he does. Hopefully as the field starts to thin out, this actually becomes a half decent race, and I'm hoping it will. I mean, heck, we already got, what, 27 cars left already? At least on the lead lap. Matt Sanchez reeling in that in 45 as they head down into 3. Gonna cut to the inside. Try to take that 3rd spot, make it a playoff 1, 2, 3. And that he will do now. Justin Marks trying to take the race lead from seasoned veteran Joe Buckley Sr. Buckley is way too high. He's probably going to pound the wall. No. Swerved away from it. Hell yeah. This is a nice change of pace. See if we can at least get to like lap 50 or something. That would be honestly amazing. Right now, Senior with the fastest lap with a 28.766. The 04 has the 5th fastest lap. And it looks like my dream will never come true, as caution has flown again here on lap 37. And it's Chandler Rhodes and the 49 of Derek Richards. Armstrong and Richards got up into the wall, and they just died from there. It was only those two, it looks like. No one else got wrapped up in that one. So we'll pretend like we're not seeing this. We'll go back to your race leader, go to the pace truck, and cut back to green. Once again, Justin Marks, Matt Sanchez leading us back to the green flag. 29, Joe Buckley Sr. pitted. He restarted 15th. 80 laps to go here at Milwaukee. It would be criminally insane if Clayton Baxter, of all people, won this race with all that front-end damage he has. The fans would riot for years to come. I didn't have time to do any test racing, as already caution flag is back out again. What is it this time? Again, Chandler Rhodes. Looks like this time he got too high up, gotten into his teammate Casey Fulton. Got the O2 messed in, the 11 messed up. Oh, Jesus. You guys can't tell, this is very annoying to me, too. So, yay. Hoping that this time we can actually get a green flag run in, which I know we won't, but Alexander Thompson, Scott Mason, Joe Buckley Sr., Joe Buckley Jr., and Paul Selzy, your top 5 now. As they head down the backstretch, get this one going again. I'm only seeing like 3 cars. There's a 5th one, Tyler Childers in 6th. Tough day for Zach Barber, still in the pits. He's not going to recover. 36 laps down right now. Only ran 9 laps in the race, ironically, as he is the number 9. But pace truck pulling off of the speedway. Thompson, Mason Sr. bringing us back to the green flag here at Milwaukee for the millionth time. I don't think my heart can take another restart, guys. Thought I saw the 52 going head first into the outside wall there for a second. Caden Long almost getting into his teammate, Jaden Bowers, who needs a good run. 6 points under the cut line right now. But considering how many playoff drivers already have died in this race, I don't think it's going to matter. Senior back to the race lead on lap 47. Senior into the wall. I missed that for a second as I was not looking at the screen. Thompson and Jr. close the gap. Here comes Joe Buckley Jr. We have not seen him like at all this entire season, as caution is going to come back out again. Oh my God. I'm not even going to look at the replay. We're just going to go back to green flag. Alright, so now we still surprisingly have 27 cars in the race, 26 of which are on the lead lap. Selzy, Higgins, Marks, Rivers, Chapman, your top 5, with Baldwin, Davenport, Beasley, Marr, and Sherwood rounding out your top 10. If we have like 5 more crashes before lap 75, I am going to just sim to like lap 110 and just watch the rest of the race from there, because I am getting very annoyed. And this is not good entertainment for you people at all. Chapman gonna go wide here. Selzy may have gotten a little kiss on the wall there. Justin Marks trying to get back to the race lead here. And Joey Higgins is trying to win the Dodge Dealers 300. If he can get around Paul Selzy at least. He has the 12th fastest lap, so this might be one of the best cars he's had in quite some time. But Marks is going to get on his inside and probably going to clear him down the back straightaway. He has Henry Rivers pushing him in return for Marks pushing Rivers earlier on in this race. They're both going to clear that number 11 machine. He'll shuffle back down to 4th. Maybe even further back. And there's another crash in the making. They avoid it. Davenport gets around it. Ronald Beasley gets around it. And he's looking to take that 5th spot from the 22. As Marks and Selzy trying to fight for the race lead here. Look at Joe Buckley Jr. flying up through here. His father, Senior, trying to follow him up through. They're both in a lot of traffic right now. Almost some trouble there between the 17 and the 31 of Sherwood. Trying to kind of follow the playoff drivers here. A little further back, Oliver Anthony. I see Alexander Thompson there as well. Caution's not out, is it? No. Okay, so this is surprising. As Senior trying to clear Beasley for 6th, I believe, 6th or 7th. That'd be 8th, actually. As Beasley then gets up into the wall now, Senior looking to take that 7th spot from his kiddo. Let's go up to the race lead. It's all the top 3 here within half a second of each other. Rivers, Marks, Selzy with 4th, Jaden Bowers about a 1.5 seconds behind them almost. Davenport in 5th. His teammate Joey Higgins in 6th. 7th, Joe Buckley Sr. 8th, Joe Buckley Jr. 9th, Dennis Baldwin. 10th is Casey Sherwood. Still green on lap number 57. This is probably the longest green flag run we've ever had, as Senior takes that 6th spot away from the 11. And now Joe Buckley Jr. trying to repeat what that 29 machine did. Get around that number 11 on the high side is not the way he's going to be able to do it, though. Caution is out once again. There's caution number 1 before lap 75. Let's see who bits. I could see, I'm going to guess that Senior's probably going to get the lead back under pit stops. Again, not going to look at the replay. There's no point. Sherwood messed up. He's dead, and he's probably going to DNF. But I have a feeling the top, like, 5 or 6 cars are going to come down pit road here. I don't know if they'll come down this time or not. If they do, we'll wait and see what happens here. We'll switch to the pit road cam. So Selzy's coming down, Marks is staying out, Rivers coming in, Bowers, Davenport staying out. I expected Senior and Junior to stay out. Marr, Chapman, Thompson, Rose, Mason, Long, Richards. A lot of guys stayed out. Good mix, about 50-50. You need to take it to the garage, mister. That is all. Alright, we'll come back when we're getting ready to go back green here at Milwaukee for the Dodge Dealers 300 and round of 12 playoff racing. Pace lights are off on the pace truck. Coming back to the green flag, Justin Marks, Jaden Bowers, Jonathan Davenport, Joe Buckley Sr. and Jr. top 5. Green flag is back out. We now have 22 cars on the lead lap. Bowers looking for the race lead. He won earlier this season at Pocono. Look at the run by the 29. Oh, almost some trouble there for the 91 and the 04. Avoid 3 wide here at all cost, if possible. And Joe Buckley Jr. is going to take what I said and throw it right out that window. He's going to make it work for him. Surprisingly, he's going to move back up into third. As Senior trying to take back the race lead here on lap 63. Can he reel in that number 1 of Jaden Bowers before the caution comes back out, at least? But right now, Bowers is running away. Senior trying to take that wacky-ass line is not going to work for him. In fact, here comes Joe Buckley Jr. to the inside, taking that second spot away from Pops. The only reason Junior has that playoff spoiler on that third machine is that's the one that the defending series champions are supposed to get, but I think it's supposed to be redder than that, but I think I messed up when I made it. But Senior's going to take that second spot right back, but Junior's right back fighting for it on the inside. Side by side into 3. Statistically, Joe Buckley Jr. is the better driver of the two, but this season Senior's just been a little bit better. I haven't checked the regular standings without like playoff points and stuff in a good while, so I don't know if Buckley, I think last I looked he was like 7th or 8th, but that was like races ago. He's going to lose a spot to Justin Marks and maybe even Scott Mason here. So he's stuck on that outside. Mason won at Auto Club, I do believe, early on this year, like the 4th or 5th race of the season. Not enough to get him into the playoffs, though. Hoping next season can be much better for that 26 Quaker State machine. And for Chandler Rhodes, he's won in both seasons, but has not yet made the playoffs. So hopefully he can make that one improvement as Childers with his modified coming out of pit road there. Seems like they're starting to listen to me as Jaden Bowers is starting to pull away here. Got a second lead over Joe Buckley Sr. and Justin Marks. See what the gap is here at the line. Bowers in the number 1 Velocity Motorsports Toyota. Don't remember where he's going to be going in 2025. Didn't gain anything on the 29. They're running very similar lap times, almost identical. Bowers has the 4th fastest lap right now compared to the 29 who has the fastest lap right now. Coming to lap 69. Thinking Senior may have gained a little bit there. Gained about a 10th, it looks like, just by looking at their lap times. Let's go on board Joe Buckley Sr. Good lap there for the 29. Gained 2/10 on race leader there with 50 laps to go. Probably going to see more pit stops. I don't think we'll see green flag pit stops at the rate we've been going. But right now we're in a good slump here of no cautions, and I love it. That could mean green flag pit stops though. Bowers gained that a little bit of the time gained on the previous lap back. As for playoff drivers that have been eliminated, let's see here. Zach Barber, he's done. Grant Lawson is out. Evan Horton is out. It might just be those two. Nope, Matt Sanchez is out. Kane Wagner is out. So how many is that again? 33. That's 1. Evan Horton is 2. Kane Wagner is 3. And Matt Sanchez is 4. That's 4 drivers who are going to likely be under the cut line. Evan Horton is probably going to be close. He's 116 above right now. Ooh, and Tyler Childers, but he's at 126. I think he'll be okay. That's 5 playoff drivers out of the race right now. The gap is starting to close in a little bit more here for Senior. We can start to see that number 1 machine on his screen. And if we go to the 1, we'll see the 29 here. Yep, there he is. As expected. At the line, it's probably going to be a little more than 0.8. Didn't gain a lot. About a 10th, actually. We can keep gaining little by little. I think Senior might have a chance at passing this number 1 of Jaden Bowers. Scott Mason moves up into 3rd. Don't know when that happened exactly. But Joe Buckley Jr. might be looking to take that 4th spot back from Justin Marks, as caution is going to come back out with just under 50 laps remaining in this one. And I'm not going to skip to the end as much as I want to. We only got to 2 cautions before lap 75. And we'll even look at the replay this time. I wonder if it had anything to do with the 31. Don't think it did. Caden Long is spinning down the backstretch. Was it a self-spin? No. 3 wide with Blaze Rich and Davin Armstrong, and Armstrong caught him in the left rear. Sent him into the inside wall pretty hard. One Velocity driver is leading the race. The other one is busy getting wrecked off of turn number 2. Goes to show how this race is going for just about everybody in the field. Pace truck about to pull off here. Actually, he's coming out of turn number 2. Never mind. Thought he was further back, but everybody stayed out, it looks like. Justin Marks fell to 5th. And it looks like Jaden Bowers, Joe Buckley Sr., Scott Mason, your top 3. Green flag is back out. The 29 is now right there with your race leader. Can he capitalize it on this and get to the point once again? Oh, Buckley Jr. almost into the outside wall. Everybody was clenching their buttholes there. Senior staying a little bit lower through 3 and 4. Could that give him a run off of that little bottom lane? Not looking like it. He needs to pull away from that 04 as well, because we know Justin Marks is very, very fast right now. Looking like there might be a hole here to move to his inside down the back straightaway, and there is. Joe Buckley Sr. going to the race lead with 40 laps to go, sorry. Skipped a whole 10 laps there. They're going to be side by side. Bowers starting to fall off a little bit from the outside lane. Oh, Junior back into the wall. We got an epic bout of the race lead going on right now. Senior going to take it. He's going to clear. Justin Marks now. He's trying to clear himself as well in the 04 Chevrolet. And that he will. Did the caution come back out? No, just had to check that real quick. 20 cars on the lead lap right now. We haven't had to deal with any lap traffic yet. I'm sure we are probably pretty close there on that last run. Joe Buckley Sr. opening the door for Justin Marks. Side by side. Both drivers need a good run, and they are not holding back at all. The top 3 all needed a good run. Paul Selzy's probably... he's 11th right now. Not too far out of the top 10. So we could still get a nice solid top 10 run, and that would do wonders for him, in all honesty, because of how fucked up everybody else has been running tonight. I mixed up today and tonight right there. Now Senior starting to lose the ground to the race leader. Half a second behind. Has pressure from the one of Jaden Bowers behind him. Trying to pull away from him. 5 playoff drivers inside the top 5. And there's only 5 inside the top 10, but they're taking up half of it. Mark's running away. Pulled the gap to probably about 0.7 here. I had to guess 0.5. Not as big as it looks. Both the 29 and the 1 going to slide up. One going to slide way, way up. Probably had to check up there on corner exit. I'm guessing everybody came down pit road for tires and fuel and whatnot. Should be enough to get them to the end, but we'll see how pit strategy works for them. Justin Marks just ran his fastest lap of the race. It's actually the fastest lap overall. No, it is not. I thought it was. Sorry. But while Senior's running 29 ones, Marks is running 28 sevens, 4/10 of a second faster than Joe Buckley Sr. right now. As we are getting close to 30 laps to go, caution is going to come out once again. I think it was Scott Mason this time, guys. Lots of damage on that number 26 machine, and yes, it was. Looks like this happened in the battle for the top 10. It got hooked by the 30 of Joe Buckley Jr. And if I were to penalize every single driver in this race for wrecking, I would have to pretty much suspend the entire field, and there would be no one left to race at Iowa. So with that, we'll see how pit stops play out here real quick, because I think there's going to be quite the mix here, because I don't think Senior pit on that last start, and he's not going to this time. Everybody's staying out, it looks like. That was a waste of time. We'll see you guys when we're going back green. Pace truck coming out of turn number 2. Justin Marks, Joe Buckley Sr., Jaden Bowers, Alexander Thompson, and Oliver Anthony. Your top 5 as they run. With Joe Buckley Jr., Henry Rivers, Dennis Baldwin, Chandler Rhodes, and Paul Selzy rounding out your top 10. Who is in 11th? That's going to be Blaze Rich, Joey Higgins, Alex Chapman. Of the 6 drivers in the top 10, 6 of the top 10 are playoff drivers, which isn't, it's about half of them. That's not about, that is half of them. And the other 6, I'm pretty sure, have DNF'd from the race. So I don't think we'll see them anymore. But Senior, I think he has his car set up more for the long run here, which, if I had to be honest and blunt, not the best of all ideas he's ever had. As the field heads back into 3, Thompson. I don't even know what to say. I am literally speechless at that one. That did not just happen. Joe Buckley Sr. is going to take the race lead after Justin Marks grenades. Holy crap, what just happened? Oliver Anthony moves up to 3rd. Here comes Henry Rivers, Joe Buckley Jr. hard charging up into the top 5 here. Both of which are non-playoff drivers. Jr. now looking for 4th from the 94. If he can keep it down on the bottom, Rivers is going to slide up, lose a lot of momentum. The 30 should be able to clear, and he will. Can Joe Buckley Jr. hold off these hooligans for 25 more laps? 27 if you want to get technical, but coming to 26 laps. We're rounding down here. The sooner the better. 95 of 120. No more pit stops for these guys, but caution has come back out again. Whoa, massive pile up. Oh, hard hit for Dennis Baldwin. As if he hasn't had enough hard hits already. And everybody just piled on in there. They thought it was a slumber party. Hopefully Jaden Bowers can still continue. He was having such a good race, too. That's what sucks the most, in my opinion. And it looks like Jaden Bowers actually ran out of fuel. That is his cause of DNF. But there's 12 drivers left on the track right now. If Barber gets back gets back on track here soon, he might be able to gain like 10 spots or something. But green flag is back out with 21 laps to go. And if these 12 drivers manage to crash, I will probably not sleep at all tonight. Senior with a big run and go. He's out of here. Joe Buckley Jr., he has a really fast car right now. Can he get up to the front with 20 to go? Or can any of these other drivers like Henry Rivers or Alexander Thompson even? He has been the most consistent driver and still has not won this entire season. And he definitely deserves a win here soon. And it would just be fitting if a Dodge won the Dodge Dealers 300, obviously. As Henry Rivers loses that 4th spot to Joe Buckley Jr. Sr. has a little bit of pressure from behind from Alexander Thompson. Go on board. They managed to do it. This could just be a one driver thing, though. No, it was not. It was Joe Buckley Jr. and playoff contender Oliver Anthony. Both drivers get up into the wall there. The 30 and the 11 both knocked out of that one. And maybe even the 0-2. It actually looks like he was able to continue and hold his 3rd place positioning on the racetrack, which is insane. That's going to leave 10 cars on the track. 10 cars. That is less than Richmond by a landslide. Going back green. 15 laps to go. 14 once we get going again. I think there's only 3 playoff drivers left. 4 of the 12 playoff drivers and 10 of the 41 starters are left in this race. What a shit show. If this isn't going to shake up points, then I do not know what will. Some drivers in Iowa are going to have a time of their lives. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's get this thing finished. We have 10 cars left. Let's at least finish with 10. 14 laps. Can we do it? No, we can't. I have no faith in these guys. Pace truck is off. Green flag is back out. I am definitely going to be sharing the stats after this one. Cautions and laps spent under caution, stuff like that. Because I am very interested in that one. Good restart for the 29. Pulling away from the 21. I don't think the O2 has the speed to get there. And Blaze Rich, I don't think he will either. We'll see. The 45 has had some pretty decent speed this season. Here and there when he wants to. Looking back, part of me feels like the 45 has won a race this season. No, he has not. I didn't think so, but part of me felt like he did. Here comes the 21 and the O2, both applying pressure to that 29 at Joe Buckley Sr., looking for win number 4 in his 3rd win of the season. Look back through the field here. Chandler Rhodes maybe going to smack the wall. No, decides against it. Derek Richards going to try to take over that 5th spot. Sorry, that 6th spot. Take it back. Words are hard for me. Henry Rivers may be last in this field, but he's got top 10 locked up for him. With his name right there with him. Alexander Thompson trying to take the race lead with about 10 laps to go. On the inside of Joe Buckley Sr., side by side down the back straightaway for the race lead. Sr. holds it off for now. Can he continue through 3 and 4 though? Historically, no one's been able to make the outside work, and this will repeat itself once again. Thompson is going to clear and take the race lead with 10 to go. Not going to let him have it easy though. Thompson still trying to attack. Going to go a little high here. It's going to give a run to the inside for Senior to take the lead back. Here comes Oliver Anthony. Was a non-factor most of this race. Won Mexico City earlier this season that got him into the playoffs and is now looking for win number 2. He's looking for second on Alexander Thompson. Side by side. That is what Joe Buckley Sr. wants to see in his rear view. I thought I saw smoke and got really for a second there. Senior now stretching the gap. Oliver Anthony still trying to clear Alexander Thompson. He finally will. But is it too little, too late? 8 laps to go here at Milwaukee. Can Anthony reel in that number 29 of Joe Buckley Sr.? Not with that line he can't. That's going to allow the 21 of Thompson maybe a shot to his inside here in 3. Yes, it will. Still side by side. That's what Senior wants to see from his rear view. Anthony going to go way wide, allowing Thompson through on the bottom. A second gap between the 29 and the 21, probably even more now. Thompson trying to reel in Joe Buckley Sr. Senior's going to go way wide. Thompson's going to gain a ton of time right there. 6 to go. The gap is 0.6 seconds between the 21 and the 29. Senior going wide again. Here comes the 21. Into the wall goes the 29. Down the back straightaway. Coming to 5 laps to go. Who knew that this race of all races that has been terrible through and through could come down to a photo finish here? As there's 5 to go in the race. The gap is now eliminated. Gap no more. Thompson on the attack. Joe Buckley Sr. trying to hold on for career win number 4 and tie all the other drivers on the all-time win list and continue his chance to get 4 wins this year, which would mean a record breaker. He's holding it off well right now. He hasn't gone wide all that last lap. 4 to go here at Milwaukee. Thompson keeping the pressure on that 29. Oliver Anthony no longer in the picture here. Just check and make sure everybody's still straight. Yep, we are. Cool beans. Coming to 3 to go. Looks like Senior's going to go wide again. That's going to allow Thompson to get on the inside here. Side by side. Coming to the line. Thompson's going to push that 29 up the track. Is going to take the race lead. A little bit of a crazy move there that could have caused a caution. Alexander Thompson to the lead with 3 to go. It ain't over yet, though. We know Senior's going to come back. Maybe not. He's up high. He's going to drift high. I can feel it. Maybe not. He's not. He's going to get a run here. He's coming to the inside with 2 to go. These drivers have swapped the lead like 7 or 8 times in the last 20 laps, it feels like. Side by side down the back straightaway. Advantage Joe Buckley Sr. now. Down the back stretch into 3. If Senior can clear and not go wide, he should be okay here. coming to the white flag. One more lap to go here at Milwaukee. Thompson has lost a lot of time there. 4/10 of a second behind. Senior's looking like he's going to go wide here. And he will. Here comes Thompson to close the gap. White flag is in the air down the backstretch for the final time. Into 3 and 4. Can Senior keep it on the bottom? This time he will. And out of turn number 4, Joe Buckley Sr. is going to get his 4th career win at Milwaukee. I messed up the camera shot, but it's okay. Any more? Yep, there's 2 more. I thought so. Career win number 4 for the Dover, Delaware native. Joe Buckley Sr. punches his ticket into the round of 8, and the hopes for a championship for this old man are alive and well. We'll let him go ahead and celebrate while we take a look at the points following the shit show of Milwaukee. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, here are the points following the Milwaukee Mile, the Dodge Dealers 300. Joe Buckley Sr. locks himself into the round of 8 with the win. Tyler Childers, Oliver Anthony, Alex Thompson, Evan Horton, Paul Selzy, and Matt Sanchez all have a good bubble going into Iowa, which is the eliminator round. Zach Barber and Justin Marks are going to have to make sure that some of those other drivers struggle before they can advance, because it is going to be rough for them. And looking at the full season points here, Childers is still leading. He has a 187-point lead over Alexander Thompson. But keep in mind, Thompson missed 2 races, I think. Not 100% sure. However, Zach Barber's in 3rd, Sanchez 4th, Marks 5th. Your top 5 all season long, basically. Casey Sherwood 6th in points right now. Joe Buckley Jr. 7th. Jonathan Davenport 8th. Former playoff driver Clayton Baxter is 9th. Henry Rivers in 13th. So if those guys were in the playoffs, Sherwood would have a great playoff run. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe not the first round, because at Chicagoland 33rd, Richmond 30th, and then the Roval 8th, 7th at oh Jesus, I can't even think of it now. Talladega, and then 11th at Milwaukee tonight. Not a terrible season by any means. Average finish, oh, where'd he go? 17.2, 17 top 20s, 10 top 10s, 5 top 5s, and obviously the win at Talladega just a week ago. Oh, wait, I was looking at the wrong driver, too. Okay, hold on. 13th at Richmond, at Milwaukee, 1st at Talladega, 36th at the Roval, 7th at Richmond, 10th at Chicagoland. So, I mean, really, he may have been able to make it out of the round of 12, actually, or round of 16, and the win with Dega advances him into the round of 8, unironically. And, I mean, Joe Buckley Jr., he hasn't had a glorious past few races, but his consistency is getting better here. This is the best stretch of races he's had since about mid-season, when he had a 10th, a 14th, a 5th, and a 4th. Right now he's got an 8th, a 7th, and 11th, so hopefully he can keep this momentum going up here at Iowa. But without further ado, we have just 5 races remaining in the season. Who do you guys think is going to come out with the championship? I honestly don't know who it could be now at this point. It could be any 10 of these drivers. Maybe even Justin Marks, if he can get himself out of this massive hole he has dug for himself. But only time will tell. We'll see you guys at Iowa in a handful of days. Don't know when exactly, but hope to see you guys tuned in for that one.